back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this summer inspired makeup look. I used a lot of nude and bronze tones and I tried to keep it as simple as possible so that it's something you can wear every day during summer. So in this video I'm chatting a bit about making your makeup stay in place throughout the summer and then a few products that I absolutely love right now. So if you want to see how I created this look, then keep watching. So we are in the hottest month of summer now, which means a lot of sweating. So a lot of this look has to do with just prepping the makeup and then fixing the makeup afterwards. Obviously, because this is a summer makeup look, I try to keep it as effortless as possible. So focusing a lot more on letting the skin shine through and you know, keeping it very, very effortless and natural looking. So I'm kicking off with a primer from Dr. Brandt. This is their Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer, which is basically a cult product. This is an oil absorbing mattifying primer, and I really love primers. I think they add a lot to your look without adding anything to your look. So you know, you can choose ones that help to mattify, shine, and control oil throughout the day, kind of fill out your pores so you get a more even canvas. Or if you have dry skin, you can choose a hydrating primer or whatever you want to go for. I'm choosing the mattifying primer for this one because it's summer and incredibly hot, so I need something that will help control the shine. Next, I'm using the new Filorga Flash Nude Fluid. So Filorga has just started introducing makeup into their line and I'm very excited about this one. It also contains an SPF 30 UVA and UVB protection, which is fantastic for summer. I love it because it's really natural without looking very cakey, but it's also buildable. So if you want more coverage, you can go back and apply more layers to the foundation to get the coverage you want. So this shade is Nude Gold, yeah, Nude Gold 02, and it is just slightly darker than the skin on my face. The skin on my face, however, is also a little bit lighter than the skin on the rest of my body because I use SPF 50 every day. So I compensate that by using a foundation that is just a shade darker in summer, which kind of evens it out and gives me a slightly more tanned look. And then I am going to apply concealer because if I don't, people ask me, what's wrong? Are you ill? Are you sick? Are you feeling well? So, but obviously if you don't have dark circles like I do, you can just skip the concealer altogether. I'm using one from Elizabeth Arden. This is their Stroke of Perfection Concealer, and this is in Light, or 02. Then just to amplify a kind of tanned bronze look, I'm using a bronzer all over the points where the sun would naturally touch my face. So that's going to be your forehead, the bridge of your nose, your cheekbones. I'm applying the bronzer using a broad brush because that just gives you a more natural sort of fade into the rest of your skin. So I'm using a kabuki brush by Elizabeth Arden. And then for the bronzer, I'm using the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer, and this is in Bronzed. So I'm just going to apply a touch of colour on my cheeks. I'm using the Urban Decay Afterglow 8 Hour Powder Blush in Score. This is a really nice sort of warm pink peachy colour, and it has a very slight golden shimmery hue to it, so it just makes me think of, I don't know, cocktails on the beach. Onto the eyes, and I'm going to keep it very, very simple. And I'm using a nude shade by Chanel. This is the Style Ombre et Contour in Nude Eclat. So this is a liner and a kohl and sort of a shadow. And I love it because it just has a very, very simple pinkish hue to it that looks very natural. So I'm using this as a base color on my eyelids and then also just underneath my brows to give that pop of highlight. Then I'm just going to add some color with a darker shade. So this is the Yves Saint Laurent Full Metal Shadow. This is in shade 5, which is a warm copper shade that I love for summer. And I'm going to apply that to the outer corners of my eyes and just gently blend that in. Then I'm just going to add some definition with a dark copper pencil around my lash line. I'm using one by Gosh. This is their Metal Eyes, and this is in Tiger Eye. So these are waterproof. They go on like an absolute dream, but you kind of want to blend them quickly because once they set, that's it. Then since it's summer, setting the look is super important. This will help to keep the makeup in place and prevent any slipping and sliding as you get hot. I'm using a finishing powder by Gosh. This is their Prime and Set Primer Mattifying Setting Powder in Banana. It's one of my favorites, mostly because it's so affordable. But also it has a super fine consistency, so it doesn't look powdery or cakey on your face at all. And it really does help to keep the makeup in place all day. Since I'm trying to keep the look very simple, I'm not going to fill my brows. I'm just going to shape them using a brow gel. I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. This is quite an oldie, but it's still one of my favorites. It's a brow gel with fiber, so it really helps to give you a fuller set of brows. And I love the little applicator, which is very easy to use. And to really pump up my brows, I'm first going to brush them down and then just wait a few seconds for them to set and then brush them back up. I just want to apply a touch of color to my lips, so I'm using a tinted lip balm. This is by Lush. This is their Passion Fruit lip balm, and it also has a slightly peachy copper hue to it, which I think looks beautiful with the rest of the look. Then before I apply mascara, I'm just going to set the look with a setting spray. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection Makeup Setting Spray. I really love these. I love the fact that it's a very fine mist over your face, and these have actually been designed to temperature control your makeup so that it prevents cracking throughout the day. This one is also really nice because it helps to protect your skin against environmental pollution and free radical damage. How much of that is true, I don't know, but I feel that every little bit helps. So and as a tip, pop this in your handbag and just spritz it over your face throughout the day as you need to, apart from cooling you down, also just help to refresh and revive your makeup. Then I'm finishing off with a waterproof mascara because I kind of feel my makeup just melts off, and waterproof mascara just stays in place. I'm using the Monsieur Big Waterproof by Lancome. This is a fantastic mascara. The brush is really brilliant. It has super fine bristles, kind of soft bristles, that gives you a very even coat of mascara, and the mascara itself is pitch black, which is nice for that pump of volume. And that is it. That is my summer makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to keep the look really simple, and I hope it's something that you can recreate for yourself. If you have any questions, recommendations for the next video, or just any general comments, then please pop them below. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you again soon.